But when I see this, when I look at this, more globally regarding democracy, I also see
literally what just happened. I'm asking you seriously. These are the individuals who get up on stage because they believe that they are the brightest people in the world and that you are too stupid to know how to live your own lives. And so they have to plot and they have to sit down and they have to think about the future of the world because you're just not smart enough to know how to take care of yourself. That is Alexander Soros, the person that just inherited billions of dollars. He is going to represent the future. And he quite literally cannot string together a sentence.
Yes, this is why no one trusts the mainstream media. Just listening to Alex Soros and the globalists at the World Economic Forum, they are panicking because they cannot control the media anymore. Recently, I think I did a video about Alex Soros. Candace Owens did a reaction video to this. According to this article recently put out by Business Insider, the son of billionaire investors and philanthropists George Soros says there is really no getting rid of former President Donald Trump. Soros' son Alex Soros told a panel on Friday at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, that Trump, the frontrunner for the 2024 U.S. Republican presidential nomination, who has fueled conspiracy theories about the elder Soros, won't go away unless he winds up behind bars. This has stirred up a lot of conservatives on social media. Candace Owens had this to say. Before we even go into that, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that, and if possible, why not share this video?
Like equality for women, and greater diversity, which come with backlash.
Literally what just happened. I'm asking you seriously. These are the individuals who get up on stage because they believe that they are the brightest people in the world and that you are too stupid to know how to live your own lives. And so they have to plot and they have to sit down and they have to think about the future of the world because you're just not smart enough to know how to take care of yourself. That is Alexander Soros, the person that just inherited billions of dollars. He is going to represent the future. And he quite literally cannot string together a sentence. He can't. Nothing, no piece of that made any sense. I've listened to it multiple times. I'm sorry I made you have to listen to it. It makes no sense. It's so incoherent. It's actually amazing. If mumbo jumbo was a person, it would be Alexander Soros. I actually tried to think of how he could possibly say so much and absolutely nothing within a 2-minute span. And I thought maybe he's on drugs. Maybe he had a long night out, but no, somebody that's hungover can in 2 minutes get out one sentence. That makes sense. Maybe he's high on cocaine. Nope, that person would definitely be able to get out a few sentences. Yeah. Did he take a pill? No, I think even a person that is under the influence of opioids would be able to get out one coherent sentence, and Alex Soros did not. Because as I said, Alex Soros is a trust fund baby, and he's not a bright one. And despite all of that, the clip would be actually hilarious if it wasn't for the fact that, as I said, he has inherited billions and he is going to shape the future of this country. He has the ability to do that because of the wealth that obviously his father earned, because I'm going to say that he's simply not capable of. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He is 38 years old. He's an American philanthropist. He's just one of the sons of George Soros. He is now the chair of Open Society Foundations, and he's also one of the World Economic Forum's Young Global Leaders of 2018 and beyond. Now, I want to make it clear, Alexander Soros is a trust fund baby, but just because you come from a lot of wealth doesn't necessarily mean that you're stupid or that you didn't earn some of your success. Rare opportunity. I had never tried to find clips of Alexander Soros speaking, but we had a rare opportunity to hear him speak at the World Economic Forum this year in Davos. He was on a panel, and I'm not kidding when I say I was shocked to hear him speak. Actually shocked to hear Alexander Soros speak, because I had never imagined that, I guess, what would come out of his mouth or what didn't come out of his mouth.
The attendee whose comment drew the most notice was JP Morgan Chase CEO, who went on the record with his "I wish the Democrat would think a little more carefully when he talk about MAGA." He told CNBC Squawk as he praised many things he said Trump got kind of right. He was kind of right about NATO, kind of right on immigration.
People are growing, they're hungry to grow, they're innovating, it's everywhere, it's not just Silicon Valley. So we've got this great hand, but when people say MAGA, they're actually looking at people voting for Trump and they think they're voting, and they're basically scapegoating them, that you are like him. But I don't think they're voting for Trump because of his family values. Now, if you look, just take a step back, be honest. He was kind of right about NATO, kind of right about immigration. Mm-hmm. He grew the economy quite well.
China virus.
Tax reform worked. Yeah. He was right about some of China. I don't like what he did.
No, I said China virus.
Yeah, I understand. He may have been right. And I don't like how he said things about Mexico. I don't like, but he wasn't wrong about some of these critical issues. And that's why they're voting for him. And I think people should be a little more respectful of our fellow citizens. And when you guys have people up here, you should always ask the why. Not like it's a binary thing. You're supporting Trump, you're not supporting Trump. Why are you supporting Trump?
It's hard to hate 75 million of your fellow Americans. And
I agree.
It's done
and, the Democrats have done a pretty good job with the deplorables, hugging onto their Bibles and their beer and their guns. I mean, really, could we just stop that stuff and actually grow up and treat other people with respect and listen to them a little bit? And I do think the economy will affect, and I think this negative talk about MAGA is going to hurt Biden's election campaign.
Yes, what bothers me a lot when I see people like the Soros family talking like this, it triggered me a lot. Untrusted people like, Donald Trump talking about unbalanced checks, this, that. So they should trust them. They should not trust Trump. I don't want to go into what they have done because you already know what they do on a daily basis.
Over there in their beautiful, fancy private jets while lecturing us at the same time, sometimes while on the plane, that climate change is an existential threat. I'm going to talk about all of it. I'll probably never be invited back, but considering that I never wanted to go in the first place, we are not just going to take this country back. We're taking back common sense for the world.
Several House Republicans are pushing a measure that will bar the U.S. from funding the World Economic Forum. No funds available to the Department of State, the United States Agency for International Development, or any other department or agency may be used to provide funding for the World Economic Forum.
Businesses, hostile takeovers. They like to be around the guys who influence foreign governments, the guys who fly over in private jets and sit with their legs crossed with Italian shoes on.
Also not entitled to an opinion.
Disinformation is a security threat.
One of the reasons this issue has become so vexed in the United States, because now ordinary people are getting a lot of disinformation in social media.
Here, because I think I've been invited here to be candid. Elites tell us that open borders and even illegal immigration are okay.